Something big might be happening behind the scenes, and if the rumors are true, XRP could be on the verge of a game-changing moment. We've already seen Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs hit the market, bringing in billions of dollars from institutional investors, but now all eyes are on XRP. There's speculation that the White House could be influencing crypto regulations in ways we don't fully understand yet. Some believe that XRP's legal clarity after the SEC case has put it in the perfect position for an ETF approval. And if the government is quietly giving the green light, this could be the moment that pushes XRP into a whole new level of mainstream adoption. But is this just speculation, or are there real signs that an XRP ETF is coming? And more importantly, if it does happen, how high could XRP go? Let's break it all down. An XRP ETF would be a complete game changer, not just for Ripple, but for the entire crypto market. We've already seen what happened when Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs were approved. Billions of dollars flooded in from institutional investors, pushing prices higher and giving crypto more legitimacy than ever before. Now imagine that happening with XRP. An ETF would mean that big financial institutions, banks, hedge funds, and even retirement funds could start investing in XRP without having to buy and store it themselves. That kind of institutional money could push XRP's price to levels we haven't seen before. But what makes XRP even more interesting is that it has something Bitcoin and Ethereum don't. Legal clarity. The SEC's lawsuit against Ripple ended with a ruling that XRP is not a security, meaning it already has a level of regulatory approval that could make an ETF approval much easier. So if the government and regulators are looking for the next big crypto ETF, XRP might be the most logical choice. But is there actual proof that the White House is involved? And are they really pushing for an XRP ETF behind closed doors? Let's take a look at the clues. The White House has been paying more attention to crypto than ever before, and that's not a coincidence. Over the past year, government officials have been discussing digital assets, regulations, and the role of cryptocurrencies in the financial system. We've seen executive orders calling for clearer rules on crypto, and behind closed doors there are rumors that certain assets, like XRP, are being closely watched. The Biden administration has already acknowledged that blockchain technology is here to stay, and there's been a push to regulate it in a way that benefits institutional investors. But here's where things get interesting. Ripple has been meeting with key government figures for years. Their executives have had discussions with US lawmakers, the Federal Reserve, and even central banks around the world. Some believe that Ripple's technology is being positioned to play a role in the future of digital payments, especially with the rise of central bank digital currencies. If that's true, then approving an XRP ETF wouldn't just be a regulatory decision, it would be a strategic move to integrate XRP into the larger financial system. But is there actual evidence that an XRP ETF is in the works? Let's break down the clues that suggest it might be closer than we think. There are several signs that point to an XRP ETF being closer than most people realize. First, let's talk about BlackRock and Fidelity, two of the biggest financial giants in the world. Both companies have been aggressively pushing for crypto ETFs, and after successfully launching Bitcoin ETFs, they've been looking at other assets. BlackRock has already hinted at expanding beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum, and given XRP's legal clarity, it could be a prime candidate. Then there's Ripple itself. The company has been quietly expanding its partnerships with major financial institutions and even central banks. Ripple has also been hiring former government officials, including people who used to work at the SEC, which raises an important question. Why would these former regulators join Ripple unless they believed XRP had a future within the regulated financial system? And let's not forget the timing. The crypto market is entering a new phase with increasing regulatory acceptance and growing institutional interest. With Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs already live, it makes sense that the next major crypto ETF could be XRP. But how soon could it happen? And what steps does XRP need to go through before an ETF becomes a reality? Let's break it down. The process of getting an ETF approved isn't simple, but XRP might already be ahead of the game. First, a major financial institution like BlackRock, Fidelity, or another asset manager would need to file an application with the SEC to launch an XRP ETF. This application would go through multiple stages, including reviews, public comments, and potential legal challenges. But here's where XRP has an advantage. Unlike other cryptocurrencies that still face regulatory uncertainty, XRP has already been ruled not a security by a US court. That means one of the biggest roadblocks to an ETF securities classification has already been cleared. The next key factor is the SEC itself. Right now, the agency is under pressure after losing parts of its case against Ripple. If the SEC continues approving crypto ETFs, it may have no choice but to allow an XRP ETF, especially if major institutions push for it. On top of that, the upcoming US elections could play a role. If a more crypto-friendly administration takes over, we could see faster approvals and even clearer regulations, making an XRP ETF more likely than ever. So the real question is, how soon could this happen? While it's impossible to say for sure, many analysts believe that 2024 or 2025 could be the time frame to watch. With BlackRock, Fidelity, and other institutions exploring new crypto ETFs, the next few months could be critical. But if an XRP ETF does get approved, what happens next? Let's talk about the potential impact on XRP's price and the entire crypto market. If an XRP ETF gets approved, the impact could be massive, not just for XRP holders, but for the entire crypto market. We've already seen what happened with Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. As soon as they were approved, billions of dollars started flowing in from institutional investors, pushing prices higher and increasing mainstream adoption. Now, imagine that happening with XRP. An ETF would mean that pension funds, hedge funds, and big financial institutions could invest in XRP easily without having to buy and store it themselves. That kind of demand could drive XRP's price to levels we haven't seen before. But it's not just about price. An XRP ETF would also give Ripple and its technology more legitimacy in the financial world. It would show that XRP isn't just another cryptocurrency, it's a regulated asset that institutions can safely invest in. This could open the door for even more partnerships between Ripple and banks, central banks, and payment networks. Some experts believe that an ETF approval could be the final step before XRP is integrated into the global financial system as a bridge asset for cross-border payments. Of course, there's always the possibility that the SEC or other regulators could slow things down. But the momentum is building, and with more institutions pushing for crypto adoption, it feels like an XRP ETF is becoming more of a when, not if. So now the question is, are you ready for what's coming? Because if this happens, it could change everything. Do you think an XRP ETF is coming soon? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of all the biggest XRP updates, make sure to subscribe, because this is just the beginning.